Good morning. Welcome to our first service 2026. I can't even believe I've lived this long. 2026. What a date. Wow. All right. Well, good morning, and so good to see you. And I know we have quite a few people who are watching online. Good morning to you, too. And let us have a couple announcements. We have stuff happening this month. Yeah. On Wednesday, the first Wednesday of this month is our Lighten Up group. And I've got to tell you, I've been to that, and it is fantastic. I tend to go again this month, the first Monday at 7 o'clock. Wednesday. I'll be by myself if I come up Monday, won't I? Thank you. Yes, the first and third Wednesday. And it is in your bulletin, so, you know, the advice is maybe don't listen to me, just read the bulletin. But we do a potluck today and invite everyone to come and stay. And I think the kitchen crew is having church downstairs fixing up the potluck, and there's something about being in the kitchen where everyone wants to hang out. So anyway, it looks good. It looks really, really good. And let's see what, we have Cheryl Ostrander has a workshop, and the information should be on the back of your bulletin. I've taken a workshop from her before, and it's really, really good. She has a way of, I don't know what, bringing us out. It was very powerful, very powerful. So I really encourage you. I think she's talking about, I guess we're processing resentment in that one, aren't we? But I don't know if that applies to anybody here. But resentment, yeah, nobody? We've dealt with that, got rid of it, good. None. So anger and resentment is called reframe, release the burden, drop the grudge. Doesn't that sound good? So those of you who are, I don't think she's going to do anything online with that because it's really quite personal. So I really invite all of you and all of you who generally listen at home to try to be here for that because it's really cool. All the other announcements are in your bulletin. And I just on the back and encourage you to take that home. And we're starting a new order here at Woodland Chapel, and I think Reverend Don will talk a little bit about that today, aren't you, in your talk? Yeah, so a new beginning, and we invite all of you to be here to help us move forward. Yeah. Oh, okay.
99.
You're, Gail Preem, her picture's right there.
And she's watching.
Hi, Gail. All right. Let us sing happy birthday. Does anybody else have a January birthday? Dawn. Oh, of course. So Dawn and Gail is 99, and we won't ask you your age, but many years younger. But yes, happy birthday, Gail and Dawn, and let us just welcome the new year for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gail and Dawn. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Oh, yeah.
And while we're in the singing mood, let us stand and sing our congregational song together.
So one of the key things in being the change that you want to see in the world is realizing that you are the light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine for you and me, shine for you and me. I'm gonna let it shine, shine for you and me. I'm gonna let it shine, shine for you and me. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world. I'm gonna let it shine, all around the world. I'm gonna let it shine, all around the world. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. Okay. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
And as we begin today, we just know that we are spiritual beings, powerful, powerful beings, here to express spirit in our lives, that we are surrounded, immersed, and part of this beautiful spirit. And as life unfolds, we see that everything is about being renewed and refreshed and ready to start this new year in a clean, open heart. So open your heart and your mind to hear the message today, and know that there will be a nugget, something that you will take away with you, that will resonate with you throughout the week. Whether it's a song, it's a word that's spoken, whatever it is, maybe it's a hospitality, maybe it's that friend that sits next to you. Just knowing that today something new is happening in your life. I just read something recently and it said 12 chapters, 365 new opportunities. So every day is a new day, a new way to express God. And so knowing this, I am so full of gratitude for all those that are present, whether here in the chapel or online. And I just know that your heart is now refreshed and awakened and renewed in this moment. So I release my word now to the law, knowing that everyone is here by divine urge, ready to hear what is being spoken. And so if this resonates with you, please join me in saying, "And so it is." I'd like to share the affirmation of the day with you. It's in blue in your program. This new year is a fresh start, a new beginning. From my foundation, God, my higher self, can build anew. I am alert to all its divine guidance. And so it is.
Good morning and Happy New Year. So, a new beginning, and the title of today's reading is We Continue to Grow. What a coincidence. And it starts out with a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson's essays, where he wrote, "What will you have, quoth God? Pray for it, take it, nothing ventured, nothing have." And Ernest Holmes wrote on a similar topic, "There is a law of unfoldment in us, which says we can advance only by going from where we are to the place we would like to be." And the writer of today's piece wrote, "There is no containing growth, especially spiritual growth. When all is said and done, no matter how we may turn away from what presents itself before us, we cannot unknow what we know. It can become difficult when a larger version of truth presents itself, at which point we may have to update our awareness without casting aside the earlier systems on which we are based. Earlier beliefs, practices are the depth and breadth of our past. They give us thickness. They give us insights in how to become who we are. We may look at the theory of evolution differently from what we used to. We may look at but it got us started looking at our physical beginnings from a more scientific viewpoint, and we have a whole different view of our earliest origins. It is never wise to throw the baby out with the bathwater, as has been said. Fajita, sit. Most journeys of discovery are a progression of insights and experiments that continue to grow along with us. New words, new language may take us farther afield than we have ever been. But the original pearl of wisdom should never be overlooked, lest we lose perspective on where we are now based on where we came from. Past and present, we make our ways into the future. We should love every minute of it and reject nothing. And our extra affirmation, the divine good fills me, always has, always will. And I access it every day. New insights come to me from every direction through the vast infinite mind. I love and value every expansion.
I guess it's me again. This is a song by Marv Ross, who some of you may know from the Trail Band or Quarter Flash. It's called Peace on Earth, and it's about, once again, being the peace we want to see in the world. When the world is lost in sorrow, it's hard to feel comfort and joy. When goodwill towards men is a means to an end, it's hard to hold out when hope leaves again. So I pray there'll come a day when Christmas means peace on earth. When hearts are cold and silent, it's hard to hear angels that sing. When mercy and mild are words we decry, it's hard to remember the gifts of a child. So I pray there'll come a day when Christmas means peace on earth. And wise men say we've lost our way, but our hearts keep going on and on. So I pray there'll come a day when Christmas means peace on earth. When Christmas means peace on earth.
That word peace, huh? Isn't that great? P-E-A-C-E. Putting everyone above conflict everywhere. Peace on earth. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Glad you're here. Glad you decided to come here instead of going someplace else. Yeah, this is a good place to be on a Sunday morning. More and more people are going to realize that. We'll see them here. You know, I was driving on an errand last week with Phyllis in the car. She likes to go places now. If I have to get a quart of milk or something, we'll just take the car and drive as far as the farthest grocery store we can and come back. And if we need a loaf of bread, just go get a loaf of bread. I mean, I'm keeping the gas companies in business, but it's an enjoyable thing to do. But I was driving the car, and I decided to turn on the radio. Hit the search button, and it played music from the late 1970s, and that an unmistakable voice of Bob Dylan came on. And I came here this morning, and I heard Blaine Dylan. You remember that a long time ago, this song that the times they are a-changin'. Mm-hmm. The times they are a-changin'. And it kind of came home from last Sunday before Cheryl blessed us with her amazing message and a burning bowl ceremony. If you were here, that was great, wasn't it? We were asked to just release one thing, just one thing that we feel would no longer serve our highest good. We came up, we just dropped it in, and poof, it was gone. And this was one of the few times that I really felt something when I did that. I wrote something for Phyllis and myself together on just one piece. I came up and just dropped it in, and it was just an instant thing. It wasn't like catch fire and burn down. It goes poof. Beautiful. Just loved it. So, you see, we earlier presented in the program before we got started. Reverend Moore, retiring. We had an acknowledgement of our appreciation for his past leadership as senior minister for the Spiritual Living Center we have here. When he started long ago, it was never called Spiritual Living Center, always Woodland Chapel. First church, finest church of religious science. That was a reminder, I think, for us that life really is always changing. He was leaving. And we as a science community we're now presented with what we call an opportunity. Here, those in leadership call it an opportunity, because to many, it looks like they're wearing a coat of many-colored challenges that are popping up to move on. And we like that idea because we like the fresh direction approach while preserving these foundational teachings of our spiritual science. We don't want to get away from that. It's never, I heard, in the reading, it's never wise to throw out the baby with the bathwater, right? So to speak. Until we decide on when and where we're going to trust and who we're going to trust to lead us into the future as a senior minister to grow and serve more, and anyone who would come here, spiritual seekers and those who just want to just be here, so they can live their life more abundantly, satisfyingly, serving themselves. That's why I come here, to serve myself and others on my spiritual path and to help them with theirs. We're not stopping or stalling. We ain't there. We're going to continue the journey. In fact, we're going to reveal, it's a revival, we like to call it. We're going to start doing something that our journey started when Reverend Moore made a decision to bring us into what is called the Spiritual Center of Living greater network, you might say. We were always an independent church, and we had independent ways, and we held to those foundations of religious science. That hasn't changed. The only thing is now we have a wider network to draw from, and we have some help on making these choices about a new minister. Where are we going with all this? Well, The answer isn't so clear. Where should we, what can we do, what can we do with all this? But I want to comment on all that. We want you to know that we are listening. We are listening and wish to offer you transparency at all times and information that can help you just feel that you're safe, that you're loved, and maintain your trust in the direction that's found in this wonderful, wonderful place to meet and discover the light and love and enjoyment of and enlightenment of religious science. And you know, I personally like to call it spiritual science, but its title is religious science, science of mind. You see, when Reverend Moore had a stroke a couple years ago, sometime back, those of us who were his assistants in serving this Center for Spiritual Living had already had taken on many tasks that he had allowed to be released into the stream of the help that was being offered. And but we were given another task. We were given a task and a challenge to learn and discover where all the passwords were. He liked to keep those safe, where all the papers and the regulatory equipment was, and how the groups were to meet and use our facilities, and how their needs were to be met. More and more, we discovered that even though he had given over many of the center duties to those of us in leadership, however, Reverend Moore was a senior minister, a great senior minister who took his title as senior minister duties seriously, personally, and held the process of his duties close to his vest. He wanted to make sure things were done right, personally. He had a preference for overseeing all the events and activities. He preferred to have a hand on the helm at all times. And that worked pretty well, but that changed in a heartbeat. And we all knew he needed to go to rest, to really let go. There was talk even then, when he had his stroke, that he would retire. And the idea is that it was to let us all share the needs of the operations of our beloved Center for Spiritual Living. And in the activity of adjusting to the senior minister needs, we had some real things that we were juggling. Those of us expanding our leadership roles learned and filled duties, and as the center continued its role as a Center for Spiritual Living, we all had, and still we keep, intentions to serve you and all who come here to share the activities for spiritual growth and fulfillment. Now, it's a fact, we do not have a single minister assigned as the role of senior minister right now. What we do have, I want to tell you, we have solidly in place of serving a team of experienced ministers and spiritual practitioners, along with a competent board of dedicated members, including a board president who's really wanting to do what they can. All who are committed to contribute to the welfare of those who come to our center, anyone on their personal journey to spiritual living, desiring to know, to be, to share. We realize the health of our spiritual center needs tending. We know that. As the weeks unfold with our activities, we intend to make your time invested here, especially on Sunday mornings. We want to be a time that you can consider fruitful and enjoyable, starting with our music. Thank you, Blaine, as a part of that. And with special activities coming on, such as the FIT meetings, oh my goodness gracious sake, so lovingly, openly hearted, hosted by volunteer angels such as Kathy Daniels. She's doing so right now. It's just that. And how about the Soup for the Soul thing that's really popped into our consciousness for every month? We can thank practitioner Sandy Megan, who brought that to our dining experience long ago, and it's been going and expanding. And to those who have contributed the best tasting soups, every Sunday when we have that, I've not had a soup that I didn't want to take home with me. Is there any left, I'd always ask? Yeah, I'll take it home. And those who are given duties of planning have even suggested we might make one Sunday a month at our fellowship gatherings and visiting time maybe a question and answer time. Some things you'd like to know? Let's just buttonhole a minister or practitioner, and let's talk. We want you all to know. We're here. We'll continue to be listening. You can count on that. You can count on that. Talk to us in complete confidence and open discussion. Now, we're open and dedicated to the foundations of this ever-growing spiritual science. That's just a given. It's got an intention, really, to be open at the top. We know what that means, do we not? Open at the top. Well, ready to rise, to fulfill the expression found in the title of the Woodland Rising group that originally formed and suggested by Art Jones and Kathy Daniels and others. I know I'm leaving names out, but we appreciate that. And they come out of, that's what come out of this wonderful, where this wonderful fit group came from. The decisions and meetings have come to be from out of that rising approach. And also, we can look forward to workshops. One's going to be hosted, Julie mentioned that this morning, taught by practitioner Cheryl Ostrander. It's coming right up very soon. And plans for more. Carefully selected, heart-picked. Now, this is important. The picked classes, the classes that are going to be picked to inspire and carry forward those who want to come and visit and on their journey of human growth, spiritual growth, those are going to be special classes. They're not just going to be some class you can join and let's have some fun, or let's just throw a class in just because we need to. We have some ideas we want to share with you. We want you to be a part of this whole thing. And we have full intentions to help you feel that you're welcome. And we want you to be so inspired that you'll go out into your world and welcome others to come and join in the flow of community of folks here that really can and will love you, accept you, invite you to share in a joy-filled place where we can worship if we want to, or express what we feel if we need to, and be who we want to be when we want to. Yeah. So I want to encourage you and all others who come as visitors or members of this, I call it great spiritual teaching. One that is pretty much unbound. Think about this. I like to say this. This teaching is unbound by rigid commandments and rules for following. And in their place, you know what you find? You find these eternal principles of wisdom and teachings that have come down through the ages and can be proven in the laboratory of daily living. That's the idea. We don't ask you to accept anything that is just taught here. Prove it. Let it be proven to you. I want to encourage all of us, really, to just rise and thrive in our daily encounters and practices of sharing, let's call it light and love and presence of joy and happiness and sharing and caring and contributing to creating and supporting in our corners of this world, in our corners of the world, with actions and activities, our behaviors that will raise and praise all of us. And while we walk our talk, and live our intentions and create and support a world, don't forget about that, where all can greet one another while seeing the divine, the good, and the human beauty that's rich with love for life, and not just life, but life abundant in each other, and support each other. You see, we in leadership for this home of New Thought, we know it's anchored in the practice of using ancient, well-proven principles that teach us to remind us that where our spiritual mind practice takes us. We take it seriously, as well as we take it joyfully. And it's the truth that seems to shine through. Once you get into it, you find, wow, truth, the real understanding to healing, Truth, is there. We can and are being recreated every moment within constant change. That came up somewhere in maybe a reading here. Actually manifesting through it's not just change your thinking, change your mind, change your life. It's just not that. We're actually being recreated every second within this constant change, actually manifesting through the renewing of our minds. And it's not just that, change your thinking, change your life. I know that's a wonderful slogan. This is really about renewing our very bodies and our souls and our intentions, and just peel back any layers of fear or things that have held negativity, any uncertainties. And right there, what will be revealed is there's a golden, I think, a golden age that's appearing now for, I thought, yeah, who was it? Oh, call it God School. Yeah. God School. We are actually joining in God School when we come here. Here in this very place where you and I and others can be who we were actually born to be as expressions of God. That's just a factual truth that comes out to be more than just a fact, because we're walking on this earth as an expression of God. We're ready to learn further and deeper the intentions of what God has to live out the principles of world making. We're in that process when you think about that. And evolve. We never stop evolving. That's what change is all about. It's not just change and change. It's about growing and evolving. Evolve ourselves and evolve our society to that point where we can discover that our minds are like stargates. That was Jean Houston. Yes, stargates, she called it. Stargates, openings, pathways to pathways. And we not only create a world that can work for everyone, of course that's a good approach, but we can help broaden and spread the news and the word that here in this Science of Mind Center, not just the sanctuary, but the whole building just vibrates. We are living out a revelation that's taking place for anyone who has come and willing to see and live and love and participate. Here's a teaching that is said every once in a while. You've heard this, I'll bet. Here's a way of living and loving in a philosophy that's deeper than an ocean, wide as a galaxy, wide enough to hold all spiritual teachings. We glean from all spiritual teachings, deep enough for the deepest thinker, and yet safe enough for children to play along its shores. And why is that? Do you know why it's safe for everyone, for anyone? Because it's free from any teaching about fear. You know, don't you? That's the main way that you can tell a truth from a false doctrine. Does it teach fear? If it teaches fear, it's not truth. Oh, it can be factual, darn right. Oh, yes. In case of a case for the facts before us, as we see in Judge with first appearances, you bet we go by facts. Oh, okay, that's fine. But I'm just going to close down this message for this morning with an invitation. I want to ask you all to come back, be here, maybe bring someone with you. Next Sunday, as Reverend Julie starts this amazing first-year journey, this great teaching with an explanation and an exploration of the thing itself. You're going to find out some different ideas about what's the thing itself can do, what it is all about. So come and be with us in mind, in body, in spirit, because things are changing. Change is a-coming, and we're a part of it, and we enjoy it. We're going to love it. It's going to be a grand adventure, and I think you're going to say to yourself, dang, I'm glad I came here on Sunday morning. Reverend Don's not talking, but Reverend Julie is. So thanks a lot for being here, you guys. That's all I'll say for this morning.
Okay. All plugged in and ready to go. Well, what's a new year without a song about letting go? Sounds like a lot's happening here at the church. A lot of letting go happening. So this is called Letting It Go, Letting It Fly. And you guys are good singers here, so I'm going to ask you to join me. I'll sing Letting It Go, and you'll go, letting it go, letting it fly, letting it fly. And it just kind of goes like that. And then when the chorus comes, I'll sing the chorus by myself, but I'll let you know when the next verse comes around, and same thing. Just repeat the line. Okay? Here we go. Letting it go, letting it fly. How can you know if you'll laugh or cry? You jump in the river of life. Now you're a swimmer, it's in your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna sing this part. With your eyes open wide, you're shining inside, and you look with the eyes of your soul. It's a choice that you make with each breath that you take, and it's all for the sake of your soul. When you were younger, when your life in the clouds. Bad one, let me try that one again. When you were younger, with your head in the clouds, did you wonder how things would play out? But now that you're older, so much you've done, do you feel like you've just begun? With your eyes open wide, you're sailing inside, and you look with the eyes of your soul. It's a choice that you make with each breath that you take, and it's all for the sake of your soul. Letting it go, letting it fly. How can you know if you'll laugh or cry? Jump in the river of life. Now you're a swimmer, it's in your eyes. Letting it go, letting it fly.
Okay, Blaine, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, gosh. And thank you, Don, for welcoming us into this new phase of Woodland Chapel Center for Spiritual Living as we move forward into our exciting new future.
Yes.
And I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited. We have a wonderful ministry leadership team.
She
We
calls me up
really,
at night and
really
tells me
do.
She's excited. I'm excited. Are you still awake, Don?
No, I am very excited about where we're going and our opportunities, and I'm really thrilled with the leadership here at the center. And so, yeah, it's just going to be a wonderful year. So, with that being said, I would invite us to see with the eyes of our soul how we would like to support this future and this Center for Spiritual Living as we share together our offertory affirmation.
It's in your program.
Yep. Divine love moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive. Thank you, God.
So it is. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
And so as we release and give and share a part of our treasure this morning, what I'm aware of at all times, and I need to sometimes remind myself of this, that it is all consciousness. It is all consciousness. That each one of us is a divine expression of the infinite source, perfect in our essence. As we live this life on planet Earth, unfolding our realization of who we really are. That I know that all that God is, we are. And each one of us shares in that divine abundance at the level of our consciousness. There is no greater, there is no lesser. There only is that which is. And for this realization, I can let go. I can let go of deciding where something should be and what it should be and who it should be. And just let it be. And so it is. Amen. I love our offertory music. Thank you, Blaine. I absolutely love our offertory song. And together, let's stand and say our prayer of protection together. This was written by a unity minister to remind us that we are always in the divine flow and all is always well. So the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So let us form a circle. And today, just know that peace is possible, even though it sometimes feels like it is not. Because peace begins with each one of us, and that we can do.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Amen.